Hi there, welcome to the Art of Business English podcast with Andrew, your host. This is a podcast where we help people like you get the language skills you need for doing business in English. So this week I have another grammar day for you. Today we're going to take a look at the use of the words as and like. They're important components for making comparisons, and as you can imagine, making comparisons is an incredibly important language function in business. Unfortunately, these two words are often confused when people are trying to use them when comparing two or more things. Nonetheless, there are some important differences between them as well as some other functions. So let's dive in and take a look at the difference between as and like and how you can use them to make comparisons. So let's start with making comparisons. We often use the structure as plus adjective plus as or as much as for uncountable nouns, that's important, uncountable nouns, to say if something has or doesn't have the same quality the same amount of that quality as something else. So it's really important. It needs to have the same amount of that quality, because when we refer to amounts, we're talking to things that are uncountable. Right, so let me give you some examples. Depending on the bank, this line of credit could be as high as 3%. So you can see I've used the adjective high between as. Right, the next one. This place is not as expensive as the other hotel. So again, I've used expensive as the adjective. They said I didn't have as much experience as the other candidate. So again, in this example, we've used much and experience because experience is a quality and it's an amount of something that is uncountable. You can't count 1 experience, 2 experience, 3 experience, okay? It's experience in this context is uncountable. Now, note, you also have to use as in the expression the same as. Okay, so let me give you some examples. Your phone is the same brand as mine. In this situation, you will pay the same as you would pay if you got the care from a network provider. Note as well, in the following comparisons, like is followed by a noun or a pronoun to say that two things are similar. For example, he dances like a professional. She's acting like a child. There are lots of people like us. Note as well that it is also common to make comparisons using like with verbs of senses. So senses are like smell, taste. It looks like additional efforts will be necessary to achieve the objectives. This partnership sounds like something that is fair and equitable, but at the end of the day, what we need to see is action, not just words. When toasted, gluten-free bread tastes like it has been freshly baked. John, can you call maintenance? It smells like we have a gas leak in the building. The surface feels like velvet and gives your printed product a thoroughly sophisticated look. We also use as many as for countable nouns to say something has or doesn't have the same number as something else. So be careful with that. You use as much as with uncountable nouns, and you use as many as with countable nouns. So let me give you an example. Even though we don't have as many clients as our competitors, we offer more personalized service. Okay, let's look at the next part of this episode, and here I'm going to be talking about giving examples. So we do use the words as and like when we try and give examples. So we can say like or such as to give examples. Now, such as is usually followed by a list of one or more things, and such as is also more formal than like. So let me give you some examples. There are many things we can do to protect the environment, like recycling or using renewable energy services. The standard accessory items such as mounting plates, flexible output shafts, and paddles are interchangeable with this new design. So you can see that after such as, we listed off a number of things in this example. So we can also use these words when talking about a job or a function. For example, we can use as plus a noun to talk about a job or a function. Let me give you an example. I worked as a shop assistant for 2 years. I slept on the train using my jacket as a pillow. And we also use as to connect two phrases. So as can be used as a conjunction to connect two phrases, and it can have different meanings. For example, as can equal because. Examples, all the tickets were sold out as we got there too late. I went home early as I felt ill. As can also equal while or during the time that. So let me give you some examples of that. She arrived as we were finishing the meeting. Or, as she was arriving, we were finishing the meeting. As can also mean in the way that. So I'll give you an example. As you know, this is the 3rd time I've had to complain. As I said, I think this project will be a challenge. Please note that in formal speech, people sometimes say like for in the way that. For example, like I said, I didn't know her. So there you have it, my friends. That's it from me today. I hope you found this Grammar Day episode interesting and helpful to distinguish the use of as and like properly. And don't forget, this week is your last chance to jump on my offer for my new course and take advantage of the pre-enrollment, where you'll get 50% off the new course on business English expressions. All you need to do is head over to www.theartofbusinessenglish.com/BE, that's the letter B, the letter E, and the numbers 22, and you can get the course now. 14 modules of business English expressions, quizzes, and much more to help you expand your vocabulary and knowledge of English. As always, if you're looking for help or you need some advice, or you just want to give me a comment or say thank you for my wonderful work, I would love that. I'd appreciate that. You could head over to iTunes and drop me a 5-star review. That'd be great. That'll help more people find my show. Or you could just send me a message on SpeakPipe, drop me a question over the blog. You know, I'm always there checking things out, and I'm happy to answer those questions for you. So that's it for me, people. Take care until next week, and I'll see you all soon. Don't forget to jump in on my course. Thanks again. Bye for now.